Love it. We'll have more advice from Javier as we continue on. It's time now for round number 5. Marshall and Paul, we got some more modern.
That's right. If you want some loose keeps, you came to the right place right here. One-landers all day long in the booth. So we've got our next round of modern lined up for you here. Paul, what do you make of the matchup of Jordan Selesnick versus Rei Hirayama? It's Simic Neo form for Rei, and Jordan's on Domain Zoo.
Yeah, I think I really like all the extra disruption that the Domain Zoo has access to, especially after sideboard. You're already talking about a deck that has access to 4 copies of Stubborn Denial, which is going to be very, very crucial in allowing you to counter those Neoforms and Eldritch Evolutions. And then after sideboard, you get to even bring in maybe cards like Consigned to Memory as a way to counter the trigger, if you do somehow manage to resolve that Neoform. So the fact that you have both Disruption and a Clock means that, I kind of like that side. At the same time, it's only 4 Stubborn Denial. If you don't draw this Disruption, this deck is capable of killing you on potentially turn 2.
I see that Leyline of the Guild Pact in the opening hand here for Jordan, so he'll get a turn 0 Leyline onto the battlefield. He's on the draw here.
Yeah, you got 2 Leyline Bindings as interaction along with that Stubborn Denial as well. Does need to find a land, it looks like here. There's only there's a Polluted Delta in play and no other land, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Perhaps finding a Surveil land here, if you do have one in the deck.
Try to dig for more.
Right. Yep. There's a Meticulous Archive. Now noting that all the lands do tap for all of the colors with Leyline of the Guild Pact, so it really just needs to find that second land to get that Psychic Frog in play. The problem is you play out that Psychic Frog, you're tapped out. Right? And then Rei can absolutely just have it all here. However, taking a look at a Rei's hand, doesn't have the Allosaurus Rider in hand just yet, but can perhaps find it with the Planar Genesis that he has in hand.
Jordan likes what he sees there with the Surveil, decides to keep it on top. And
it has to be a land.
Turn, so yeah, you'd assume. Untapped land would be even best.
Yeah, it's a Godless Shrine here, and now you have to, and that, that's just the scary thing about playing against this deck, right? You're like, well, if I tap out, if I don't have a clock, then that's rough, right? But if I tap out, I could just lose on the spot.
That's right. And it may be tempting to wait till next turn to deploy the Psychic Frog so you can leave up Stubborn Denial, but you don't know if you're going to get that land.
That's the thing. You're just kind of at the mercy of the top of your deck, right? And Jordan's like, all right.
Jordan reluctantly putting Psychic Frog on turn 2. Normally it would be a play you'd be pretty excited about, but you can tell by the vibe that he's like, well, don't do it.
Yes, don't do it. And currently Rei does not have it, but does get to dig with the Planar Genesis. Nice impulse effect. Here we go. Let's look at the top 4. Can we find an Allosaurus Rider? He didn't do it instantly. So I don't think he found an Allosaurus Rider here.
Jordan's on the roller coaster ride of hoping your opponent doesn't find the pieces they need.
Right.
But as you said, that's
yeah, because the moment Jordan untaps, then he's kind of in the driver's seat, right? With access to that counter spell.
And the Psychic Frog rolling.
Right, absolutely.
You can see Jordan intently looking on as Rei surveys the scene.
Okay.
And he's going to be pretty relieved to see this one.
Yeah, main phase here, Planar Genesis. Did find a Pact of Negation, however, which would allow him to perhaps fight a counter war if Jordan tries to go for a Stubborn Denial. Now, noting if Jordan really wants to find more lands, he can warp out the Quantum Riddler. With trigger on the stack, you can discard down to 1 card, draw 2 cards, discard more cards, hit with the Psychic Frog, right? Draw 2 more cards. That you're very likely to find a land there, and that keeps up Stubborn Denial while also providing a huge clock.
No, but did you take a card with this one?
Oh, yes.
I like that.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Both hand. Okay.
Yeah, both hand. Don't need to reveal. Doesn't even play a land either. Wow.
Okay.
And of course, this is the issue with decks like the Neoform deck. It can just lose to itself, right? You have to find the combinations of cards. At the same time, you just don't have access to that much disruption.
Yeah, this deck for the most part is a pure combo deck in the sense of not having a fantastic plan B. Some of the decks you'll see over the course of this weekend kind of have the best of both worlds. They have combos that will more or less put them in the driver's seat, but they can play a somewhat fair game to back it up, and Neoform less so.
That land was huge here for Jordan. And one other note here is Rei did find Allosaurus Rider off the second planar Genesis. So has kind of everything lined up here, and is just kind of hoping that Jordan just completely taps out here. Because Jordan can play a second Psychic Frog, but choosing not to, actually trying to get it up to maybe close to that 4 mana, the 4 power mark. That way the Stubborn Denial becomes a hard counterspell. It becomes a negate.
Rei probably noting that happens to be exactly where Jordan stopped.
Right. 2 cards in hand, so you have to think it's at least a Stubborn Denial, but you do have Pact of Negation here.
Man, and Jordan discarded some heat too.
Absolutely, he did here. So has access to Leyline Binding and Stubborn Denial.
Yeah, he's winning. He's in full on. I'm going all in on this frog.
Right.
I'm going to protect it / not let you combo off. And he discarded Leyline Binding, a second copy of Frog, and the Riddler. I mean, that is some action.
And Rei is certainly not in a position here against an active Psychic Frog to basically not go for it. He just has to. And he's going to do it here. Here's the Allosaurus Rider. Can't counter that. And here is the Neoform. Certainly this will meet most likely a Stubborn Denial here, would be my guess.
Stub.
And there it is.
Pact.
Okay.
All right.
And then it happens.
All right. So now
Resolve? Yeah.
looks like it will resolve here. Rei in hand has a Disciple of Freyalise. So if you get a Galta, you're not really getting too much going here necessarily. So is this just an Atraxa to refill up your hand? And that is... Is that an Ureni?
Maybe?
It might be. It's there's a lot of nice treatments to these cards. I believe this is Ureni.
Yeah,
okay.
Because he's saying, I'll do the damage here, but
Okay.
not enough.
Sure.
What's the text on your Annie?
Well, it's huge and has protection from the frog.
Protection white, protection black, and when this enters, it deals damage equal to the number of lands I control, and I can divide it. Like I can go 3.
Yes, yes. And no trample.
Number of lands. So it's only 2
flying
damage.
protection.
But it is an 11/11 with Pro White and Black, and the Pro White is the very important part because you can't get it with Leyline Binding,
And you can't attack through it with the frog.
right? Does it have? It does not have Vigilance,
No, but it does have flying, so there is
Right.
just, it brick walls the frog,
right?
and it can't be removed by the removal spell. It is definitely a big problem here for Jordan.
Absolutely. And Rei, of course, does have the consign to memory here to counter the pack trigger that he does need to remember here, or else he'll just lose the game.
Then that would be the easy way for Jordan to win.
Right. Oops. Wrath of the Skies. Not quite enough energy here to get that Ureni off the battlefield here. So Jordan kind of discarding all the action in hand and now can't do anything. This gives Rei a lot of time here.
Yeah,
Now-
Jordan was all in on this plan.
And now the question here for Rei is, do you just attack? You go, all right, you got a couple draw steps, but hey, this is a 2-turn clock.
It is. And the question
Yeah.
also just becomes, what could you draw that would matter?
Right. Leyline Binding is your primary interactive spell.
Right. And it need not apply.
There's practiced offense. Is that would
Ragavan.
that be, would that be enough?
Oh, I'm sure
No.
it would. It would have to be, right?
If you had 5 mana to be able to cast it and flash it
Oh.
back, right? But it might just
mean,
be
you can
enough by
still
itself.
just
Yeah,
get double
you can
strike.
just discard all your entire hand.
Exactly.
All right. What can you find here? Possibly off the Ragavan. Does Rei have some kind of removal spell in his deck that can?
I know,
deal-
that's what I was wondering.
But like, it would need to kill an 11/11.
Right.
right.
Right. And it needs to be not white or black.
Right.
Treasure. It is.
And
It was
now Ureni.
stacked.
Yeah, that's not going to
Summer
do it.
stacked, yeah.
Yeah, what a
And
great.
he's just going to get hit in the air
That's
again.
tough. I mean, just what a great
Wow.
one of here. Just actually unkillable here, at least against Jordan's main deck configuration here. Can play a Psychic Frog, but it is a black creature.
Yeah, won't be able to block even with flying. Or jumping, as it were.
And step. Here we go.
And he's just going to
Just-
pass the
just
turn back and
attack,
just
right?
say, I'm going to make you turn the thing sideways.
All right. Beat down.
Fly the frog? Sure.
Protection.
Yeah,
Yeah, he said I'll fly the frog, but
Not gonna work. Now, keep in mind also, by the way, with Leyland and the Guild Pack is actually not good because it turns all your creatures into all colors, right? So when you have the Areni in play, it literally just none of the creatures can ever block.
wow.
Right.
Not that that one could have anyway.
Right.
But any
If
future
you
creatures
somehow
could.
had something else,
That's rough.
like if you had a Scion of Draco, for example.
Here we go. Turn one Ragavan though for Jordan on 6. Rei Hirayama also on 6 cards.
Yeah,
But
and
let's see if this Ragavan can go nuts.
right, has a couple of Scion of Dracos, but gonna take a little bit of time here to actually get it going.
Top card treasure.
Well, can play that if
Maybe
you
he
want.
plays it.
I mean, he doesn't really have any other great plays this turn, right? At least given what we saw in the hand earlier. You're very likely to hit a land too if you want to actually just ramp, right? And if you do that, then
Or
perhaps you'll have enough.
If it's a land in play, yeah. Otherwise, it just
hand. Yeah.
Yeah, you might have enough land drops here to get that Scion of Draco in play online.
I'll go to 15.
Finds a Quantum Riddler here as well.
Yeah, that hand's a little rough around the edges with a double Scion of Draco.
I'll cast it. Okay.
And he's going to cast it.
Good. 4.
Try to find some interaction here if you can. Now, with all 5 land types, Scion of Draco would cost 2 mana. Can he find one of his many 1-mana counter effects? Just finds a Psychic Frog here. All right, Thunder Trap Trainer here for Rei Hirayama. I know that one, I think.
You see the Hooting Mandrills
Right.
in hand here as well for Hirayama.
Right, which is another card that you can play out here. It's kind of Allosaurus Rider number 5
Right.
for your deck here. Does have the Neoform in hand. And has a Summoner's Pack, so can actually get that going next turn. Summoner's Pack for the Allosaurus Rider. Oh, but Jordan actually finds a Spell Snare here, which is a nice answer to the Neoform. However, Rei also has, I believe, a Mystical Dispute in hand, which can help you fight the counter war against the Spell Snare.
Scion?
Sure, so gains first strike.
Yeah. Combat? Sure.
So you can trade here, or not trade because you play the Scion pre-combat. So now I believe Ragavan has first strike,
So it's in the graveyard.
but you can still chump with the Thunder Trap Trainer if you don't want to provide a treasure, but looks like Rei not interested in that. Hit a Summoner's Pact. Perhaps another Scion here,
Frog.
or just Psychic Frog.
Yeah, he's got Psychic Frog.
Yeah.
Looks like. Go.
So now all your creatures
Pretty
have hex.
impressive board here
Yeah.
for Selesnick.
So now all your creatures have Hexproof, Lifelink, and a First Strike, I believe,
Wow.
which you can see down there. Or, excuse me, the Psychic Frog has Hexproof and Lifelink. All right, I mean, this board is getting very threatening here, so now if you're Rei Hirayama, kind of need to get something going this turn. Starting things off with a Hedge Maze here.
Disciple?
Okay, giving himself one more turn here to set things up. Jordan finds another Scion of Draco. I mean, this is basically Very close to a 2-turn clock here for Jordan Selesnick.
Discard. Sure.
Okay, so it looks like Jordan is going to be trying to go for maybe give the Psychic Frog flying to ensure that you can draw an extra card here, but you also have the Quantum Riddler in hand, so you can discard down to 1 card here.
Warp.
Yeah,
Yep.
there it is.
And just has the Spell Snare in hand, so yeah,
it's a
that'll
bit of
draw
a-
you 2 cards.
2 cards instead. Really nice synergy here with the frog.
Rei's considering going for a Mystical Dispute, maybe? Oh no, just a Nature's Claim. Great answer. Wow.
To kill the
Wha-
sign of Draco.
What an efficient answer to sign up Draco
No
here.
kidding. 1
Look at
mana.
this.
Yeah. Gain 4 life, that's fine.
Enjoy.
Resolve. Draw 2.
Okay, just making sure that that resolves. Jordan can find another 1 mana counter. Would be really, really strong here. All right, giving the Psychic Frog wings here. You can once again discard down to 1 card, deal a bunch of damage, and draw 2 cards off the Riddler if he wants. And now, because Sign of Draco is not in play, Ragavan would be trading
Discard. Sure.
Oh, sure.
with the Thundertrap Trainer.
Discard.
And Rei just wants that Thundertrap Trainer in the graveyard anyways because of the Hooting Mandrills.
And 10, these will trade.
Yeah, he just wants
I'll
it
draw
in the
2.
yard.
Yeah.
Salt.
And then draw 2.
Oh, trigger on the stack. You can consign this trigger. So
Sure.
Jordan doesn't find it. So now all you have to worry about is just 1 counterspell here,
Wow.
right?
That was nice there for Hirayama.
Right. And now the Quantum Riddler will get warped here.
Signaling that he's ready to go for it.
Yeah. Discarded down to just the 1 card, and that got countered.
So he has Spell Snare left.
He just has a Spell Snare that Rei needs to fight through. And I mean, he does have a Mystical Dispute, so that would work.
Yeah.
If you Summoner's Pact, but you can't actually pay for your pack now because you cast your Consign, right? Because there's only 3 lands in play.
Right. So he's going to go for Hooting Mandrills.
Okay. And just going for it here, but of course we got Spell Snare here.
Spell Snare.
Yep.
Neoform gets Spell Snared. Oh,
Yeah, and he
that's
just
brutal.
He just kind of had to go for it in the hope that the last card wasn't a counterspell. But given that Jordan discarded down to 1 card, it was just so likely that it was some kind of counterspell there.
So what now?
I mean, you just gotta try to rebuild, but he's so many pieces away, right?
Yeah,
and
he's going to take a big hit here.
yeah, we got the Psychic Frog coming down, and hey, look, with that treasure, Jordan can just play the Quantum Riddler next turn,
Get those cards in the hand, and of course, those also do pump up the frog.
right?
I mean, there are scenarios where he could just go through enough cards to get lethal here, right?
Right.
It's going to be
Oh,
tough.
drew a Consign as well, or
Ooh.
surveilling one rather here. It's an interesting spot because you know you really want to play out that Riddler next turn. I mean, it's still not bad just because you draw for the turn, play the Riddler, draw 2 more cards, and then if you don't find a land, you can pitch down to the counterspell, and then you're just within 4 draw steps. You just feels like you're pretty likely to draw a land.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it does choose to keep it here. And Jordan probably just going to run out that Riddler here.
Jordan still just with the 1 card in hand.
Riddler.
Yeah, just the Consign to Memory that he surveilled to the top.
All right, so he'll get 2 cards.
Okay, if he has a land, he's going to play that immediately. Doesn't have the ability to... Oh, and that was big. Now has access to that Consign to Memory here. Discard the land. 2-turn clock here. Draw 2 more cards.
5, draw
Yeah,
2.
he's put him in check.
Yeah.
Rei Hirayama has to come up with something right now.
You're good.
And Selesnick has a nice backup plan here, too. So he's
Yep.
maneuvered beautifully. And that is going to be game number 2 going to Jordan Selesnick. He's going to even things up against Rei Hirayama. We're going to take a short break here from Amsterdam. When we come back, we'll have game number 3 for you. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to coverage here of Pro Tour Marvel Superheroes. We're in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. And check it out, there's a Magicon happening here. Literally thousands of Magic fans flooding the convention center here. It's a beautiful sight to see. Over here, though, we're battling, Paul. We're in the high-level competitive play of the Pro Tour. And as we line up here, we're coming into Game 3 between Jordan Selesnick and Rei Hirayama. A bit of an interesting matchup, Domain Zoo versus Simic Neoform. And as you mentioned, Paul, you know, you liked the Domain Zoo side of things. It really has played out that way. Rei was able to just get across the finish line in Game 1, but the combination of pressure plus some amount of disruption has been very good for Jordan.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing for Rei is not only do you need to assemble your combo pieces after sideboard, you also need counterspell backup to make sure it resolves. And
It's a lot to ask.
That's just a lot to ask.
Yeah.
You need to hit your land drops, right? You need to find your Allosaurus Rider or a way to get it. You need the counterspell for their counterspell. There's just a lot. And if you're in a situation where you even have to cast something like a Summoner's Pact, you also need a Consign to Memory to make sure you can pay for that as well. So, but if you do find all the cards, well, the deck will feel unbeatable. I mean, and Rei is on the play. Looks like a mulligan, though, here. Yeah, but with the 4 consigns, 4 stubborn denials, with that clock, it's tough.
It's interesting. Rei has had a mulligan at least once every game.
Right.
This match, is that typical?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Neoform deck, ideally you don't want to, but you just need to make sure that you have the right pieces to kind of get things to work. Because, look, you only need those cards. You don't need necessarily a critical mass. So you just need to make sure that you can find, you're at least, if you're 1 piece short of the combo, you can keep. But if you're 2 or more, then you just need to ship it back.
Looks like Jordan has also found a keeper here.
It's a deafening silence. Oh, whoa. Is this a 5? Did not know that.
Oh, it does look
Jeez. Okay. And has some lands in a deafening silence is what I see. And a Quantum Riddler. Okay, I mean that's one way to unmulligan, but that's not. But you're not putting pressure the first couple of turns, and Rei Hirayama is on the play.
All right, let's get into game number 3 here and see who's gonna pick up the win. Yeah, 6 cards for Rei, 5 cards for Jordan.
Right, surveils a Gristlebrand into the graveyard. Of course, there is just it does functionally nothing if you do draw that card. Turn 1 deafening silence here.
Each player can't cast more than 1 non-creature spell each turn.
Yeah, and that works really well if on any subsequent turn you have counterspells. Because now Mystical Disputes or Pact of Negations don't do anything anymore.
They can't recounter you.
Right, and if you just play out your Allosaurus Rider, you can't cast Neoform that turn, right? Which gives Jordan a window to perhaps use a removal spell if he does have one to deal with the thing. Oh, excuse me, with the non-creature.
4.
Does that even say what the card does? All right, just making sure.
Each player can't cast more than 1.
Non-creature spell.
Yeah.
Sure. Uh-oh, this is rough. Jordan's already going, oh no, are you counting right now?
You never want to see
Turn
your
2?
opponent count.
I mean, he has to have it here. I see an Allosaurus Rider.
I see a Grizzlebrand. It's kind of another
Does he have enough
mulligan.
green cards here with the Neoform?
Visible? Yeah.
Okay, I mean, he looks pretty excited here. It feels like he's got it all. Oh, yeah, he's got the Allosaurus Rider plus the Neoform here.
Okay.
This is what you mulligan to.
Jordan's tapped out. Can't do anything
resolves.
about it.
Right. Is it?
And he's going to get a Rennie again.
Yeah, Rennie going, hey, I know you just don't have any clean answers here. Most decks just, you're really just relying on Leyline Binding to be able to kill things, and this just puts you on a 2-turn clock. And look at Jordan's hand, right? I mean, it's just, all you're going to do is turn 2 cycle with that Quantum Riddler.
Yeah, that's really tough. let alone the concept of any pressure. The deafening silence
Yeah.
did nothing.
And I'm looking at Jordan's sideboard here, and I don't see an answer here to the Areni.
Yeah,
15.
decks with the name Zoo in it don't usually play like
work it.
sweepers or those
Right.
type of things.
You're good.
And you're
Yeah.
just going to have to
This
draw
is-
a card and
I,
pass.
I just don't see an avenue here for Jordan to win this game here.
Yeah, it looks like Hirayama just knows if I get a Rennie on the battlefield, nothing's
it.
going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's going to be it. Rei Hirayama picks up the match
How do you feel like this
2
card
games to 1 and improves to 4
I don't
and
think
1
it's
here in
that
the
good because
tournament.
in this matchup, it's pretty hard to resolve the Xenova's plan if you actually have mana up.
yeah.
So, like, basically, it's the same equivalent to not doing anything and getting covered.
Yes,
So,
yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I figured it like takes you off the pack lines.
yes,
Yeah,
of
so-
course.
so- which is nice. And then
This is great.
Yeah.
Potentially like just fighting over counters.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it depends on what you board out. 'cause-
It's really just because the ley lines don't do very much
yes,
in this
yes,
matchup.
yes, of course.
And then the 5 removal spell.
yeah,
Obviously
these are
don't do it. So I
true
feel like all
rubbish.
9 of these. Maybe the ley lines are
Yeah,
better.
this actually makes your mana good, which
Yeah, but I'm just not that worried about my life total. in this match. So I feel like either like
Yeah.
you're comboing me.
Yeah.
These guys might replace us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is a nice breakdown.
My
of
thought
what-
process was like you're either comboing me or I'm like holding you back.
yes.
So I figured that like the life loss from this isn't super relevant. But maybe you're right. Maybe deafening silence just isn't good enough.
Yeah, just
Same with
because
Consign. Consign is so middling.
because it
Yeah,
doesn't
you
stop
sh- you
you
shouldn't
from
play
going
Yeah.
Allosaurus Rider into
It's-
Neoform.
that's how it felt
Maybe
too,
it's
but
just
I
not
just- yeah,
effective
maybe the
enough.
ley lines
are
It
better.
only works specifically if you can play it and then have it
yeah, I feel
counterspell
like
magic,
there's-
Right.
counterspell mana
'Cause, I mean,
on
the top
following
end of my
turn.
side-
Yeah, and it
sideboard
feels
cards,
like for
and even,
really
like,
potent
Ham's doing quite
sideboard
good, but
cards,
the
you
bottom
really
end is
would
quite
want them to
bad.
stand
Right.
out.
Yeah, but I think the issue was Jordan was just saying, look, I have all of these bad cards. Fatal Push doesn't really has no targets, right? And then also Leyline Binding. If Rei just gets Areni every single game, then the Leyline Binding is not going to really do much either. So with that argument, you just go, hey, I'm just looking for anything out of my sideboard that looks somewhat useful.
Totally.
And that's why he brought in those.
Yeah,
deafening
try to
silences.
prevent it from hitting the battlefield in the first place. But it did not work. We've got more Magic to bring you here. Let's take a look at our next matchup, which is Sam Bogue versus Matt Zhu. And if you take a look, they're both sitting at 3 and 1. Matt's list. Who needs colors? Just colorless.
Yeah, there's
That's Eldrazi.
many iterations of Eldrazi. We've seen some, of course. We've seen the Brute Scale decks. We've seen that really exciting Eldrazi ramp deck that I want to see at some point as well.
Yep.
But this is just the colorless version.
Is it prowess in the hands of Sam?
That's right. And this is certainly,
18.
yeah, it looks like we're going to get maybe those graphics adjusted here. Got Majutsu on Eldrazi Tron here against Izzet Prowess. Now, there's a card that's really, really important here for Matt. If he's on the play and can get it into play
What is it?
early enough, it's Chalice of the Void.
Oh,
If you can get a
yes.
Chalice of the Void on turn 1 or turn
Oh,
number 2
no.
for 1, I mean, I just don't know that the Izzet Prowess deck has enough. I mean, sure, you have Corey Steelcutter, but it really shuts down a giant portion of the Izzet Prowess deck.
I mean, you're cutting a huge chunk of their deck just straight up out of the equation, right?
Right. Also has 2 copies of Trinisphere, which makes things really, really
Oh,
expensive.
yeah,
as well.
that too.
Right.
Maybe even worse.
Oh, but just enters a land. So Sam on the play with the Prowess creature here. This deck is explosive. With the right draws, I mean, you can kill your opponents potentially as early as turn number 3.
Wow. Double Monastery Swift Spear here to
okay.
start for Sam. And he's even
Yeah.
got triggers for them with
got-
the Mishra's Bauble.
We got a bubble here.
This is some business.
Spore damage coming in. There's lava darts. There's mutagenic growths. There's lightning bolts. What do we got?
Here's a land.
It's 6
And which one is this one?
Declare attacks. This is 6.
Is that a lava dart?
I'm going to say Lava Dart.
Yeah, I'm going to go with lava dart too. It kind of looks like a lava dart,
a little
right?
bit.
Yeah.
There's some lava.
Was that a lightning bolt?
Maybe. Impossible to say, really. Yeah, it does look like it. 'Cause
Right.
That's down to 10.
Right.
So that was 6 plus 9 plus 1 damage.
And this was a turn 2 chalice, but you were on the draw. And now you can still just play your spells and get them countered, and it still triggers the prowess off of the Swift Spears.
That's the problem.
So this is one of those instances where Chalice might be a play-draw type situation. Oh, but we still have a 2-mana play here. Now you can just play a 1-mana spell, get it fizzled, and still just trigger everything.
That's right.
I think that's Corey Steelcutter. This is 6 damage coming in.
3, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, 8 damage coming in. You just flashback, and that's 2 more damage. The
Flash it back, and even if
3
it
more
gets
damage.
countered both times,
Right.
it's 3 damage.
Yeah, and that's lethal.
Plenty enough.
Turn 3 kill here from Sam Bogue through a Chalice for 1 on turn number 2.
Wow, ignored it.
Well,
That's incredible.
That is what the Izzet Prowess deck's looking to do. And hey, look, the Eldrazi Tron deck, you know, if you get to turn 3 or 4, it's able to kind of take over the game. But if you kill your opponent before then, well, I mean, that's what this Prowess deck does.
Totally. It's just, it has the ability to put so many spells on the stack so quickly.
And that is a Vexing Bauble, which shuts down all of the 0-mana spells here.
Man, Swift Spear into Swift Spear,
That was a great,
Mishra's Bauble,
amazing
Bolt
draw.
You,
Right. Dragon's Rage Channeler here from Sam Bogue.
into Steel Cutter, Dart.
Yeah.
What in the world?
I mean, it doesn't really get better than that.
That's incredible. And even though the darts got countered, it didn't matter.
Yeah, it still just dealt the extra points of damage through that prowess. All right, well, hey, look, now we're on the play with the Chalice for 1. This is a very, very different game here now. How many cards is this brick? Because now the Mishra's Bubbles all get countered, and all of your 1-mana spells.
Sure.
Counter it.
Yeah. So Sam hoping to try
Just to get a Surveil.
He's trying to get Delirium here off of this Dragon's Rage Channeler, turn it into a 3/3, provide some semblance of a clock here. What is this? Something that gets countered. Okay.
It was a 1-mana play. It looks like maybe Preordain or something.
Yeah, it's a preordained. So now there's a sorcery, a land, and an artifact in the graveyard, it seems. And can we get an instant in there? Well, that's going to get... Oh, that gets a creature in there, so now that's 3 damage.
Yeah, that was the
So
idea. At least it's a clock.
Yeah, use all your resources, and now you have a 3/3 flyer every turn.
Still, how excited is Sam about the situation?
Oh,
I mean,
not
it
at all.
cost
Not
a
at all,
lot
Marshall.
to get that going. And now it's dead anyway.
Just turn 3 natural Tron?
Wow.
Never didn't have it.
This has been a real showcase.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
In
Play
the
draw.
first game, we got to see exactly what Sam wants to do, and in this game, it's Matt's turn.
I mean, this is
Oh my God.
this is how you win Pro Tours, right?
Bauble, Chalice, Natural Tron. Wow.
All right, and now there's a Thought Knot Seer. So if you had a castable spell, well, I mean, look at this hand. You can't cast anything.
Yeah, dead card, dead card, dead card.
How about all these nothing burgers? And now Sam is at 9, and he's presented with a lethal attack next turn on turn number 5 against the Tron deck.
Oh, man. Matt said, I'll take a nothing burger with all the fixins,
Yeah,
please.
and this is where Sam goes, well, just you wait.
Yeah.
I get to go first next game.
That's right.
Because this one is over.
Draws are incredible.
Okay.
Corey Steel
Look at that.
Cutter and
Oh.
a countered but still trigger on it.
We have a 2/2 creature that will now get chump blocked here by Devourer of Destiny. Unless, oh wait, there's something else.
Another one.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, when it rains, it pours.
It sure
and
does.
It's dumping rain on Sam Bogue right now.
Jeez.
But he did win game number 1. So.
Right. Just the natural Trons.
I'm going to keep.
Man. All right. So now
Okay.
we've got a chance to see exactly what both of these decks are trying to do. Now we'll have them both do it, and we'll have a real game.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. I mean, if Sam's on the play and just plays a Swift Spear, what are you going to do?
It was a plan. You know, I'm trying here.
Right. Now, Matt does have 4 copies of Ugin's Labyrinth in his deck. That would be a way to get Chalice of the Void for 1 on turn 1 on the draw if possible.
It'd be really nice right now. The Dragon's Rage Channeler hits
Yeah.
the battlefield, but
Less scary than a Swift
it.
Spear.
definitely.
All right, what is the land here? He's thinking. It's not just an Urza land, probably. Oh, that is an Ugin's Labyrinth. He does have Ugin's Labyrinth here. I mean, if you got a chalice, you just got to go for it. But do you have a 7-drop here in hand to exile?
Yeah, you do need that.
Right. It's a tough spot here. It looks like it might be a tough spot here for Matt. I mean, I see a chalice in hand too.
Me too.
All right. I mean, if you have
had
anything,
7 cards.
I
How
feel
can he
like
not have
I
it?
feel like if you can do it, you're just supposed to go for
Sorry
it
about
here.
This is really
Perhaps he
not
doesn't
touching
have
it.
any more action afterwards and is a
Yeah.
little bit concerned.
Yeah, I mean, we all have seen those type of games play out where you do the thing that you're really excited to do on the first turn. It blanks a lot of what your opponent does, and then you don't do anything forever.
Right, but you can just get the card back.
Okay,
right?
he did have
Yeah,
it.
he
did
did.
have it.
Yeah.
Chalice on one
I wonder if
go.
I wonder if Sam's going, what are you thinking about?
Yeah. Well, I wonder what
Right.
other bad things lurk in that hand
Right.
if you're Sam. Because
Hand must be amazing.
there was a better
Oh,
option. Maybe?
Maybe he has an expedition map in his hand or something. You know what I mean? Because now the chalice would, of course, counter that too.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Right.
point. That might be it.
Oh,
it
Sam
was
kept-
preordained, by the way.
Sam kept a 1-lander here.
Well,
All right.
and he had to burn a preordained just to surveil
Just
one.
to surveil and get a sorcery into the graveyard. And that's Dismember.
Oh, Dismember to kill the
Wow.
only threat left.
Yeah, now the only thing Sam can play, he needs to find a land
And
to
a
be able to play
Corey.
a 2-drop.
Corey Steelcutter.
Yeah, or a Slickshot Show-Off.
He
and
found a
finds the
mountain.
land. Okay.
Yeah, he's got the Steelcutter in hand.
Does he have a free spell
And he
to
has
play?
a show off in hand.
Okay.
He can do either one.
Right. It might be time to just run out that Slickshot Show-Off here. Certainly can't play any of the 1-drops. Get
There
it
it
for
is.
1. All right.
Go.
Clock reacquired.
Yeah.
Matt's down to 14.
And didn't, of course, have that have another Dismember here for the Slickshot Show-Off. Thought Not Seer here, turn 3. Just going to take that Corey Steelcutter.
Yeah,
Most likely.
Everything else only costs 1 mana and would get countered.
Yeah, but now noting the Lightning Bolt and the Monstrous Rage would trigger the Slickshot Show-Off's ability. So every
Yeah.
1-mana spell, if you want to draw 1-drops, you want them to be spells. At least
Definitely.
that's representing 2 extra points of damage every time you cast them.
That's right. And it was another one. It was
Right.
mutagenic growth, it looks like.
There's also 1 copy of Meltdown in Sam Bogue's sideboard. Could use that to perhaps go for the Chalice of the Void.
But for now, he's going to have to be
Right.
content with just tapping mana for 1 to do 2 extra. Is there any reason to not just pile on as much as you like? Just do 2 of those right here.
No, he's going for it right now.
Yeah.
He just sees the opportunity here.
Well,
doesn't go for
doesn't
both.
Go all in though.
Yeah, because I suppose, again, maybe you boarded in the Meltdown, right? And if you draw that, you tap 2 mana and cast it, and then you just get the Chalice off the battlefield, then your 1-drops actually do something.
I see. So he's taking the kind of middle ground.
Oh, Eldrazi Temple here. So now we have 6 mana available here for an Eldrazi, or 5 for a non-Eldrazi spell.
And the clock's real too here. Thought
Yeah,
Not Seer
absolutely.
gets the chip in also. That's 4 damage each time.
Okay, so that is a bauble. That does not get countered. There is no Vexing Bauble
Oh, he
in
actually
play.
gets to resolve a spell. Cool.
Right, so that's 3 more damage coming in. And hey, look, that's 2 more spells in hand, by the way.
Yeah.
Does he just fire off the Lightning Bolt now just to get in for 2 more points? Mutagenic Growth is a free spell, so you can just do that whenever.
But you have to worry about the possibility of a threat leaving the battlefield.
Right.
So he's trying to kind of split the difference here and not just do everything all at once.
Yep.
I'm gonna bubble you.
Bobble's nice here to know what's coming on. What's coming
Yeah,
up as
maybe
well.
help figure out whether or not you want to fire off more spells here.
Yeah, get maximum information before making the decision. Sam right now attacking for 3. And yeah, he's going to
5?
go for the lightning bolt.
So that puts Matt down to 6. Is that correct?
Yes.
5-2. I am passing priority.
And he could do more, but he says,
Right.
I'm going to pass priority this time.
Yeah.
6.
6, and so he has a Mutagenic Growth. That's 2 more damage. So that would be 3 damage coming in. Any spell would be 5.
So
And yeah, and
close.
hey, look, you're drawing a card this turn.
Yes, that too.
It looks like a land.
It was.
So Sam would not have enough here. All right, and now this is 7 mana. This is the danger zone, right? This is
Right.
where you can start slamming some of your 7 mana spells if you do have them in hand.
Yeah, Matt would really love to have an answer here for the only threat. I think he would feel very much safe at that point.
4 damage coming in.
As it stands, it's still very scary.
Yeah, there's a Devourer of Destiny, but that's currently been exiled here. We might actually see that get returned to Matt's hand on the next turn cycle here. And then play out a land and then just cast it.
All right, he's past the turn.
Oh, Expressive Iteration!
That's pretty good.
Okay. So that's 3 damage coming in. If that's a Lava Dart.
Lava
Oh,
Dart.
and a Mishra's Bauble.
Yes.
Does he have a land in hand? I think he does.
He
So you
does.
can play the Bauble and cast Lava Dart, and that's 7 damage.
Absolutely.
That's 3 spells this turn.
Does Matt have
Wow.
any way to interact with the slick
Bobble?
shot show off?
This 5.
Because it's going to kill him. That's Fiery Islet, I think.
Or it could be a fetch land.
Or maybe it's a fetch. Yeah, I have
Right.
no idea. It looks sweet, though.
It's a nice looking land here, but that is a 5/2 slick shot show off, and Sam can simply fire off a spell in hand here to go for a lethal attack.
He just asked Matt, are you at 6? That's yeah.
This is convenient.
Currently,
Mutagenic Growth.
Matt looks at his hand. Is there anything he can do? Because it looks like Sam is about to go for it.
I mean, if you have a Dismember, you're just going for it here. But
Yeah.
he would have done it on a previous
He
turn.
would
He
have
pretty
already.
clearly doesn't have one.
No, I don't think he has anything.
Yeah.
How did
Unless
he
he
have
has-
all that mana and have nothing to spend it on?
He could have drawn Kozilek's Command.
Kozilek's
maybe.
Command.
Yeah. Could have that. But of course, Sam's just going to go for it here.
Does he have Kozilek's Command?
Wow. He just ripped 3 spells, basically.
Yeah, he did. And the show off is still on the battlefield, which is
Right.
maybe even the more impressive thing. Because if it had left, those would all just
The
be dead. And there it
the
is,
perfect
mutagenic
card.
growth for just for the trigger.
For lethal. Matt,
Is it enough?
do you have
It's
it?
enough. Sam Bogue takes down the match 2 games to 1. And we kind of did get the one side, then the other side, and then they kind of clashed in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, truly impressive. Being able to beat a turn 1 Chalice, right, from the opposition there. Got to sneak that 1 creature in, but Matt had a really, really great hand. But Sam finding a clutch Expressive Iteration there to be able to find the final few points of damage.
All right, let's get a little more action in here for round number 5. Yuchen versus Yuya Tase on the other side of the battlefield here.
All right.
Yuchen, always a top performer out here at the Pro Tour. Paul and I kind of have a running joke that when we see his name, it always seems to be near the top of the standings. He's a very consistent performer.
Absolutely. And if an aggressive deck is a top tier archetype,
Even better.
yeah, because I believe he has multiple top 8s with mono red back when it was one of the most dominant decks in standard. And so, you know, Boros Energy, also a good aggressive deck. Not surprised to see him play the kind of de facto aggro deck of the format.
That's right. He's in his happy place here. He's got Ragavan Nimble Pilfer on turn 1 on the play.
Yeah.
That's where every aggressive player wants to be. Oh, but it's going to get Prismatic Ending right out of here.
Right.
That's no fun.
Are there any more follow-ups here? That is in a Johnny Nakatl Pariah. Great follow-up here. Good clock.
What a curve.
Yeah, good curve.
No
And
wonder
I,
this deck is so good.
and I did
That's
see a very, very nice card
What'd
there.
you see? What was that?
Well, you know what? It's not a nice card. It's a really mean card. What is the meanest card in the format?
Maybe Nemesis?
Blood Moon.
Blood Moon. Oh, that's a really mean card.
Right. Now, Yuya does have Polluted Delta, so can play around it a little bit there. You can use that to fetch a basic if you need. 3 damage coming in, down to 15. Likely getting a Plains here off of the Marsh Flats. Still probably just run it out here. Yeah?
There it is. Man, he's got the Dark Blood Moon, too.
Yeah, of course.
That's classy.
And Yuya likely can't get a Plains here, so you can't set up a situation where maybe you can get a Prismatic Ending going. Does get the island here, so does shut off the Godless Shrine, unless Yuya has some kind of counterspell here. for the Blood Moon.
White.
Yeah.
2 mana. Is this a Faithful Mending, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, Celestial
Okay.
Purge. So did have the answer there. And just choosing to keep his life total a bit higher there by choosing to get a basic. And a Flooded Strand. So Blood Moon is really not going to be that big of an issue here, even if Liu Yuchen has a second one. Is that an activated Dalkovan encampment?
Yes.
All right, that's 2 more
Does
damage
look
coming
like
in.
it.
Look, if you have nothing else to do, you got to do what you got to do. So this is Liu Yuchen going, I got nothing else. I'm just trying to get you dead
Yep.
before you set up your combo.
Yeah, I made you use some mana to take out 2 of my things.
Right.
I've got something left over, and I'm just going to start jamming.
Yuya digging now here, getting a Meticulous Archive.
Is he going to get something in the yard off of it? Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
it's just a
Overgrown
land.
Tomb. Did take a damage from that. There is a Wrath of the Skies in Yuya's hand. So with a land, could actually clear the board here. It's
There's
another
that
basic.
land.
Might just fire off Wrath for 2 here. Turns off the encampment as well. Yep.
And it's back to square one here for Liu Yuchen.
Yeah.
He's got his opponent down to 8.
There's a slow
But he's a
squeeze
little
here.
threatless.
That's a Guide of Souls and a Goblin Bombardment. I imagine
Well,
both are going to be played here.
Those count.
Yeah, for sure. That works, and it's a really nice combo with the encampment. That lets you basically deal 4 extra points of damage with 1 creature in play.
Just anything that can turn sideways.
So if Yuya has any removal spell, would be very interested in just getting that Guide of Souls off the battlefield.
Yeah, for multiple reasons at this
Right.
point. This is game number 2 between our players. You can see that
Okay.
Yuya Tase is up. Oh, there's a Psychic Frog.
And just main phase, this card's, oh, this means Quantum Riddler.
The QR code's incoming.
Yeah, there is the Warped Riddler here, drawing you 2 cards, and it's going to be really hard to get that Psychic Frog off the battlefield with that Goblin Bombardment, given all the cards here in Yuya's hand. And the tokens themselves from the Guide would also get you 2 energy from the Guide of Souls. If Liu Yuchen can find maybe another cheap creature to play here, could perhaps give the Guide of Souls wings, and that on top of perhaps the tokens could be enough to get the Psychic Frog down. Right now there's 3 cards in hand, right? So we're looking at a potential 5/6 Psychic Frog.
And growing by the minute.
Oh,
Is that Ephemerate? Oh, my
Wow,
goodness. Oh,
found that off the Riddler.
incredible. That's
Oh,
2 more cards in the
jeez.
hand, by the way.
That is savage. All right, now this is going to be a tough board to come back from. Huge Ephemerate off the top
He
here.
gets to
for
keep
Yuya
the
Tase.
Riddler,
You
too.
get to keep the
Good.
Riddler. You have 2 gigantic
Yeah.
creatures in play. Liu Yuchen has no cards in hand and just needs to find a way to just deal 7 points of damage here. Does he even have a way to kill these creatures?
I mean, I'm going to assume
Like
no.
this Galvanic Discharge just wouldn't be enough.
No.
Thraben Charm also wouldn't be enough.
These are huge creatures.
Right.
Yeah, this is where you look across at your opponent's board and you're like, why didn't I play that deck?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like
he spent like 4 mana and
Right.
got like 6 cards of 4/6 flyer.
Just
It's
get
like,
to
what are we
draw the
doing?
cards, get all the value. Also has a deck that has plenty of interaction. Definitely one of the top kind of mid-rangey interactive decks in the format here.
Yeah, meanwhile, Liu Yuchen's like, well, I paid 1 mana,
Right.
got myself a little buddy. 7 life for Yuya Tase.
Yeah, so just needs to play it fairly conservative here with the life total. I'm just assuming Yuya has at least 1 removal spell, given all the cards he's seen.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
gets the Ephemerate again, and if it's just a pile of lands, if you don't care about dealing the extra 4 points of damage, you can just flicker the Quantum Riddler again and go down to 1 card and draw more cards. Yeah,
A
and
long think there for Liu Yuchen, and he decides, just to pass the turn back into
Yeah.
the brick wall that Yuya has now built.
Yeah, no attacks here. Now Yuya just thinking, all right, let's
is
do
he
some math
thinking,
here. Don't have enough to deal damage, but he's just kind of adding up how much damage he can kind of get in next turn. There's a
End
Goryo's Vengeance in hand too, but I don't think there's a Legend of the Grave. Well, this is an end of turn discard.
Yeah, is he trying to set
Yeah.
up just a draw step, 2 extra cards?
Right.
With
So,
just a,
so the
the
ephemerate,
normal Riddler?
so the ephemerate goes off on upkeep.
right?
So this, so this you're gonna flicker the Riddler here, draw 2 more cards. Before the draw step, you can then discard,
You can
like you
discard
said,
down
2 more cards.
again.
Yeah. It's just
I mean, he's
crazy.
just turning, what are otherwise free cards into +1/+1 counters on
Right.
Frog. Ephemerate
He's like,
gonna come off.
do I want to do this or do I just want to attack?
Oh, I see. He's trying to decide if he even wants to
it's just
rebound
4
it.
damage versus 2 damage, right?
Right.
Because you can just put the counters on the Psychic Frog
Exactly.
with the flicker.
But you see more cards.
Right.
Perhaps he already has what he thinks
Yeah.
he needs to win anyway. But
Yeah. And this is still upkeep here. Fatal Push. So that's 1 damage that's going to go to the face here. And probably discarding down to 1 card again. Yep. Remember, Quantum Riddler can't attack. So now we're at the draw step. 2 more cards here for Psychic Frog.
goodness sake!
Jeez, this combination. No board here for Yuchen. Psychic Frog getting in for at least 6 points of damage. Possibly more here, given that the Quantum Riddler's in play.
Man, Psychic Frog and Quantum Riddler, best friends forever.
Oh yeah, that interaction is extremely powerful. One of multiple combo type effects, right? You've kind of got that nice flicker package with the ephemerates and the Quantum Riddlers, and then of course you have the Goryo's Vengeance package with with the Atraxes and such. So 6 damage coming in.
Right now, it looks like it's
Oh.
giving Liu Yuchen about as much as he can handle.
And look at that, actually choosing to not discard down to 1 here. Just likes the cards in hand, which is a really bad sign if you're rooting for Liu Yuchen. Yeah.
Liu last turn.
Right.
Oh, he's just going to go ahead and extend the hand here as Ocelot Pride not going to get the job done. Yuya Tase with a very impressive mid-game there that was able to really dominate that board. I mean, that wasn't close. Once the board gets to that stage, it's really way too late.
Yeah, I mean, once you got that ephemerate on the Quantum Riddler, it was just basically extremely difficult for Liu Yuchen to kind of come back from that. I mean, he was really leaning hard on, he was basically hoping that the Blood Moon would have been enough for him to kind of cheese Auto in there with the Ajani. But you had the answer in the Celestial Purge, had a bunch of basics, and again, that clutch ephemerate off the top, off that Riddler was enough. I mean, I think he was already kind of ahead on that board because Liu Yuchen ran out of the action there, but of course that just kind of locked down the game.
Yeah, and it let him hang on to his board state. We have, yes, that's right, even more magic for you this round.
Yeah, let's go.
Justin Chin versus Jakob Pablo on the other side there, and this one, is it prowess on both sides?
All right, is it prowess mirror here? So very, very interesting. This is one of those spots where things get kind of awkward, especially when you're on the draw where you can't really block ever, right? Because you just have to assume your opponent just has a million spells to pump up their things. So it's, one of the important things is just interaction. How much interaction can you find? Any lightning bolt likely will just be targeted at the prowess creatures just to try to just, it's kind of last threat standing.
That's
that
what
ends
it
up usually
feels
winning
like.
these types of matchups.
Yeah, it's interesting. You see this with red and these type of matchups a lot. They become very attrition-based, which is a weird thing. Looks like we're coming into game number 2 here with Justin up a game.
Yeah, this is where a card like Corey Steelcutter, right? Just a way to
Oh,
generate
yeah.
continuous tokens. Probably the most important card in the matchup.
Yeah, the mirror breaker, if you will. See Mishra's Bobble get cracked. Jacob says, this is what I got. Thumbs up from Justin, and they proceed into Jacob's turn.
Yeah, curious what Jacob has to play out here. It's a Corey Steelcutter, probably running it out, and there it is.
Does he have the follow-up too?
Yeah, is there a Mishra's Bobble here?
Right.
There it
Yes,
is.
there it is.
Ideal start.
So powerful, the steel cutter.
Right. Justin thinking here, perhaps posturing, maybe trying to represent a lightning bolt, could just have the lightning bolt here. And if you do want to try to fire it off,
Yeah.
looks like a
But
lightning
hopefully.
bolt.
It does look like one. It's always that question of like, is that the fight you want to fight?
Right, because if there's a mutagenic growth in Jakob's hand,
Ooh.
then that becomes a blowout. And mutagenic growth certainly going to stay in the matchup, just because it does allow your creatures to survive lightning bolt. So Justin instead just choosing to take the damage, might go for an end of turn lightning bolt. It's a little counterintuitive because you want to just kill the creature right away, but this makes it so that if Jakob does have the mutagenic growth, well, you don't take more damage. Going for Thundering Falls here instead.
He's going to resolve his Surveil.
Yeah,
Ooh,
does
put
not-
Lava Dart in the yard.
Does not want the Lava Dart.
That's a nice place for it to be anyway.
Absolutely.
See, he's got his own copy of Bauble.
There is a, that's got to be a lightning bolt, right? Or Unholy Heat, maybe? Unholy Heat, I think. Gets the job done.
I'm going to trust you on that one.
Oh, I don't trust myself.
Yeah,
That's not the, I'm not familiar with that picture.
it's unholy.
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm all in on Paul
Bauble.
Cheon.
Okay.
It's unholy heat.
Fair enough, but
You
Ja-
can't convince me otherwise.
yeah, but Jakob does have Corey Steelcutter in play.
Right,
And,
that's
I mean,
the
it's just so
problem.
easy to turn it back on.
You just can't sit here and try to fight 1-for-1s against Corey Steelcutter. You will lose that fight.
Exactly, and that's an expressive iteration here from Jakob.
Wow.
Good.
Oh, another Steelcutter. That one's going to go into the hand here. Oh,
A little awkward.
yeah, so doesn't actually want the second Corey Steelcutter here, choosing to get.
Play my line.
Oh, okay.
Go to 17.
Yeah, he exiled.
Yeah. Right. Exiled the land, kept expressive iteration. Is that just the? Okay. Here comes spell number 2, Lava Dart to the face.
And once again, we see the Corey Steelcutter do its thing.
Right, and now that's representing
Combat.
a potential 3/3. But of course, not going to run out that Lava Dart here. You don't want to put yourself down a land. This is very much an attrition matchup at times.
It also can be the second spell on a later turn.
That's right.
It's unholy heat.
Oh, and yeah, okay, and basically Justin just running it out just to kind of put Jakob down a land there, but the token still lives.
Oh, he
This
needed
might
another
be a
trigger to
quick
save
game.
it.
I mean, doesn't even have a creature here to play.
So what does he have?
That card, Expressive Iteration.
Sure.
But I mean, like, you just don't have an answer to the Steelcutter here. You have the Bauble. Do you have a land this turn to play? I don't even think. I don't even know if Justin necessarily has a land here.
Goodness sakes.
I see another iteration. Another Bauble. Just a lot of spinning your wheels.
He's just churning through his
Right.
library here.
Yeah, and I mean, this is. I mean, Jakob could just win this turn potentially, depending on his hand, right?
Yeah,
Play
he
out a couple
definitely could.
spells. One of them's a mutagenic growth. Justin's tapped out and at 12 life here.
This is really showing off the power of Corey Steelcutter here.
Now, we do know that he has at least an expressive iteration in hand. Oh, slick shot show off.
Wow.
Okay.
Monstrous Rage.
Monstrous Rage.
This has gotta be
Much worse for Justin.
right.
I think
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
This is gonna
9, 10 damage coming in.
10.
Yeah, 10 damage.
That would more or less do it. Justin would
3,
drop
4,
to
5, 6,
2.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 damage coming in.
6, 8.
Yeah.
All right, so Justin down to 2 and is basically facing, I'm just going to say it, 3 lethal attackers,
Right,
Just
right.
you're playing against a prowess deck here. So unless Justin has a sweeper here and a way to kill Corey Steelcutter.
Yeah, he is in terrible
Yeah.
shape, and he is going to scoop him up. That means Jakob Pablo is going to pick up game number 2 and force a game 3 decider between our two players.
Corey Steel Cutter advantage there. Justin keeping a very reactive hand in that particular game, right?
Yeah,
Just
for
no
sure.
creatures whatsoever.
It's got to be tempting to board into a bunch of reactive spells, but primarily this deck is assertive. Scalding Tarn's going to start things off here for Justin. Steam Vents for Jakob.
Preordain?
Preordain, okay.
And my favorite cantrip of all time, Preordain.
Go ahead.
And keeps
One top, one bottom.
one top, one bottom. Actually did not want the Slick Shot show off, I believe. Has the Corey Steel Cutter in hand. Justin fetching out that Thundering Falls. A little bit of deck manipulation here. Kept that very quickly. So it was a second Slick Shot show off
Yeah,
here.
he's got all the threats you could want.
Right. Looking for perhaps a basic mountain here. Keep that life total high. Yeah.
That
Very
may
important.
come in handy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it gets really scary if you just play out a Slick Shot show off here, and then you're on Jakob's side and you have removal. Will you just die if you somehow just play out a Corey Steel Cutter here?
He's going to go for plot on
Yeah.
the show off.
Go.
Basically protect it. And yeah, Jakob actually
No play.
representing more removal. Oh, and a mutagenic growth off the
Ooh.
top. Huge, huge draw here for Justin Chin. Can actually play out both Slick Shot show-offs now, but actually choosing to perhaps set up a combo kill here.
Wow, so he's going to
Playing
plot
it
a second
patiently
one?
because he's just probably thinking, look, at any given point, if you have a shields down moment and I get both of these down with the mutagenic growth and the cards in my hand, I can probably kill you in one turn.
Right, and with double or 2 mana available there, he didn't want to play into it.
Right.
Hard to blame him.
Yeah, I mean, even with that mutagenic growth in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, next turn, you're going to have access to a ton of mana, right? You're going to be able to play both of these cards and
for
just
free.
for free, and then play whatever spells in your hand with that mutagenic growth backup.
Preordain?
Right. Preordain
I don't want
here for
either.
Pablo, nope.
Jakob wants some lightning bolts, maybe.
Go.
Passes with 2 mana up. All right, is this the turn? Feels like this is the turn.
Yeah, what is he trying to set up? Like casting 3 or 4 or 5
Yeah,
turns
like
or
multiple
something?
mutagenic growths. I don't know, or perhaps maybe if you find another prowess creature like a Monastery Swiftspeeder. Okay, it's coming.
One of them goes on the stack.
Yeah, is there a spell snare or something along those lines? That is a spell snare. That should work unless Justin has a spell pierce in hand. All right, second one.
Maybe this one can go the distance by
Right.
itself. There's Preordain.
Okay.
So it's up to 3.
That's another Preordain and mutagenic growth. Bottoms the mutagenic growth, keeps the Preordain. One spell has been cast. Shouldn't be enough here.
No, getting from 17 is a little rough. With
Right.
2 of them, it's easy.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a Swift Spear and a mutagenic growth here on top. So that's tempting to perhaps try to keep both. Maybe you don't want the extra mutagenic growth with only one creature, but with the second one,
Definitely want the Swift Spear. I'd like to have a backup plan for your
right?
Slick Shot show off.
Oh, there's a Violent Urge and a Lava Dart here. How close are we to Delirium? There's a creature, a sorcery, and an instant, and a land in the graveyard. So with the Lava Dart, I mean, that is double strike off of the Violent Urge. But Jakob does have that 1 mana up.
And he kept both mutagenics.
Right.
He kept the second one.
Combat.
Combat it
Right.
is. Let's go.
I think it might just be 5 damage here. Oh,
Jakob
Love it.
picked up his pen like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
enough for me. But
damage.
no, that will just be the beginning.
oh, okay. Going
On
for it here.
urge.
Do you have a bounce spell? Jakob needs a bounce spell. Do you have an Into the Flood Maw, for example? If
Right.
it's just a lightning bolt, it's not going to work.
No, damage is not going to be enough.
Then
If it's Unholy Heat, he doesn't have Delirium. So that's not going to be enough. And with the red mana
And
here,
it's
I mean,
red
this is just
mana.
lightning bolt, so this should do it here.
Lightning bolt in,
Yeah.
and there's mutagenic growth, and that is going to be the game. Justin Chin picks up the win, improves to 3-1-1, and knocks Jakob Pablo down to 2-3. He's going to have to put together a bit of a run to finish day 1. But a great showing there of Modern this round. We got to kind of tour the world, if you will, and we ended up on a mirror match.
Yeah, we did. And just wanted to highlight Justin's play there in that last game, choosing to play it very, very patiently. Just saw the cards in his hand, probably had that violent urge for a while, thinking, look, I don't need to get in for 1 damage here. As long as I can set up one of these creatures, one of these Slickshot Show-Offs in conjunction with the Mutagenic Growth and the Violent Urge, I'm going to be able to take this game down, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, once he saw that it was just a mountain,
Right.
good to go. All right, we're going to take a short break here from Amsterdam. When we come back, though, we'll be back at the news desk. Don't go anywhere.